In Chapter 3-12 of Radiant Dawn, Peleus reveals that he has been forced to follow Benyan's commands because he was tricked into signing a blood pact, a magical plot device that binds Dayan to Benyan's will. If Peleus decides to disobey Benyan, then the pact's curse will be triggered, killing an increasing number of Dayan's citizens every day until the country is destroyed. And to explicitly make sure that any misunderstandings cannot be cleared up, if he tries to tell anyone about this, Benyan will trigger the pact immediately. Sol thinks about simply leaving Dayan, but Micaiah can't bear to abandon her country, and for now continues to fight for Benyan to buy time while Peleus scours the royal library to find a way to break the pact. As Benyan forces pass through Dayan, Micaiah lays an ambush, using Dayan's favorite tactic of rolling objects down cliffs to attack their foes. For this chapter, the objective is to defeat 40 enemies, which is roughly around half of the enemies on the map. Most of the foes are stuck in a big valley area to our lower left. The general layout is that there is a cliff path to the left where we can defeat enemies easily because of high ground advantage, and a wider area to the right where enemies will flood in large quantities. There are a very large number of allied Dayan soldiers present on the map, and they will chip away at the enemies' numbers, but they probably aren't enough to beat the map on their own. Fortunately, after being unusable for more than 20 chapters, we finally regained control of Toroneo, who is still quite useful at this stage in the game. On the other hand, most of my Dawn Brigade units are completely useless, especially since I sent away Zahark and Jill to the Grail Mercenaries. So for this map, I bench pretty much everyone and rely on Soth and Laura. Fortunately, a level 60 Saint Laura is more than enough to make up for any deficiencies. While she's technically not invincible, it's very easy for her to take on massive amounts of enemies every turn. I have her charge down the cliffs to the right, and she kills everything that she touches, and is soon able to slaughter half of the Benyan army by herself. After we defeat enough of the enemy forces, Micaiah decides to execute the next phase of her diabolical plan. Dayan soldiers pour oil down the cliffs onto the Benyan forces and get ready to set them all aflame. The Holy Guard tries to escape into the sky with the Apostle to avoid the incoming Infernal, so Dayan archers target them to shoot them down. But suddenly, Tabarn flies in and grabs Soth, holding him over a cliff's edge, which forces Micaiah to surrender and abort her plan to ruthlessly set a child on fire. The coalition forces try to talk sense into Micaiah and Toroneo, but for fear of Benyan triggering the pact, all they can do is speak cryptically without explaining any of their motives. Meanwhile, somewhere far away, Zelgius uses a mysterious means of transportation to immediately find Prime Minister Sephiran and breaks him out of prison.